What did Fallout Boy say while playing Riichi Mahjong? I'm 2 tiles from a Tenpai, and I don't want to fold or to say bye, but only 15 tiles in the wall left, this might be my only try. Call upon, cause we are almost out of time. Call upon, all triplets could win, and that's fine. Plus, we have all simples on top of our hands, so at least call chi. Thank you, New York City! Woo! Okay, all right, welcome. Okay, all right. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name is Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, how's it been looking? Dude, we got it. I'm feeling the heat right now, okay? Again, our goal, if you're just joining us, okay? We need to make it into the Master 2-star rank now more than ever. Why? It's because there is like a minor league tournament thing happening, but it's only open to people who are Master 2 or higher, and even so, it's not guaranteed. So you know what? That's the goal. Let's get into the Jade Room. Let's play some good Mahjong. How am I doing today? Folks, I have some personal news to announce. If you'll be seated for a second, in my personal life, I am almost done 100%ing Mega Man Battle Network 1. Please be seated. Please be seated. We love Mega Man. Okay, so that is all that's going on in my personal life. How about you? You doing anything? Oh, you got married? That's cool. I'm so sorry. I've been RNG manipulating specific chip drops in Mega Man Battle Network 1. We are not the same. I will say this though about Mega Man. It's one of those like, this game came out in like, I want to say 2005, and even that's just a total guess. I have no idea when the original Battle Network came out, but it's like a long-standing game, originally released on the Game Boy Advance. Okay, all right. Oh, snooze, you sung snooze. Come on, I really like it. I think it's interesting. And it's one of those old games that, like the difference between a lot of old games and a lot of new games is that old games aren't afraid to give you a middle finger straight to your face. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, this hand probably doesn't win. I don't know. Maybe use 7 pairs. I know we only have 3 pairs on our hand, no album out, but I can't in good conscience, push for this hand. This hand most of the time does not win. Door is the 3 of characters. People could use that. Right leg pawned the white dragons already, and they're starting to discard gas. Maybe they could be, whoa. Okay, very lucky for us, right? Very auspicious for us. If you're studying for the SATs, auspicious can also mean lucky. Very auspicious in that left lord calls an early Riichi. However, we have 2 safe tiles that we can discard, and now look at this, a 3rd one in the east wind. Old games are not afraid to give you a middle finger, in the sense that there is no autosave feature in the original Mega Man, and if you die to a boss or whatever, excuse me, let me get those words out, and you haven't saved in a while, you've just lost like an hour's worth of progress. Now, am I kind of into that on a weird masochistic level? We don't have to psychoanalyze. I didn't come here to get psychoanalyzed. But it's fun. I mean, I will say this. There's so many quality of life improvements that happen between Mega Man. Whoa, okay, left lord discards the door, right lord discards the door. Wow, okay. It's kind of interesting right now. I don't really know. Like, maybe we can get into Tenpai before the end of the game. I don't really want to go for it, though. So a lot of the 6s are gone, I will say. It's probably not the case, but they could still have a 6-7 in their hand, which would be very, very dangerous. Or as they say in France, dangereux. 7 of bamboo. It looks like, knock on wood, we're going to have enough safe tiles to fold with so that we don't have to stick our neck out in front of the cutting board in the late game. 5 of characters. That's beautiful. And we don't want to deal into this either, right? It's a dealer Riichi. It's an especially scary Riichi in East 1. I want to live long enough in this boxing match to throw a few punches of my own. Thank you very much. Now we know that they can't have a 6-7, right? With the 5 discarded, they'd be in Zuzzy Ferreton jail. They can't be waiting with a 6-7 in their hands. So we can probably discard the 8, but they could still be on a pair of the 8 of characters. So if we don't have to discard any, tiles that have not, up until this point, have not been discarded, that's a mouthful. Let's just discard safe tiles. We don't have to do anything risky by throwing the 8 of characters unnecessarily, okay? They're waiting on a 4 and a 7 with Riichi Pinfu Red 5 Dora. As the dealer, that's a pretty formidable hand. Very happy we did not deal into that. Very happy we kept the Eastwind and the Red Dragon because we were very plain in acknowledging this hand doesn't win. However, can I tell you something, Zach? Oh my goodness. Isn't that right? Sorry. I know it's weird because there's people whose name is Zach. I know some people. But I'm referencing Deadly Premonition, a game that came out on something that was played by Northern Line, one of my favorite YouTubers. So that's where we're at right now, folks. It's sludge all the way down. I mean that mentally and in terms of conversational ideas. This hand absolutely wins though. So a little bit awkward, right? We want to pawn the Eastwind because it's another Han for us. White Dragon Eastwind would be nice. However, we need a pair in our hand. And right now, if we were to pawn the Eastwind, we'd still be one tile away from Tenpai. But if, ooh, call me Mr. Meeseeks, the way I'm going, ooh. Anyway, oh, that's Szechuan sauce, baby. Sorry, my brain was like, Rick and Morty, do some more Rick and Morty references. The kids are gonna love that. Point is, old games, not afraid to, one, not give you an autosave feature, and two, just like make you lose a ton of progress later. And I'm gonna make a deal with the devil here, okay? Call me Northern Line in the Binding of Isaac. We're going to okay, that hurts. But imagine if we drew something actually poggers, like 3 of bamboo or 5 of bamboo instead of the 6, 7, 8. I don't know, because we had an 8, 7. That's a double-sided weight. It's not bad. And now we're 2 tiles away from Tenpai, but it's a much more valuable hand. This might have been a little too greedy, okay? I'm about to get DM'd by Goldman Sachs being like, "You want a job, Yusong? We're trying to ruin the environment. You want in?" Your greed is exactly what we're looking for. So that's been my happy place lately. Like when I'm not doing anything, like sometimes I'll be a little bad. Sometimes I'll need to do like the laundry or the dishes or something, and instead I'll just play Mega Man. It's honestly, I'm living my best life right now. And this hand also wins. Holy moly. Holy moly, this hand also wins. What do we want to see? 3 of circles would be nuts. That way we can use our Dora tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most likely, I mean, hopefully the 6 of characters is what's going to be our pair. Hopefully we're going to have the value in our hand by, okay, this is interesting. Would still love to see a 3 of circles. 3 of circles would be amazing. Another 1 of circles, even that, because then we can change this from a 1, 2, 2 to a 1, 1, 2. There's a 3 of circles. Maybe someone else is gonna get the wrong idea and discard another one for us. That's literally all I've got going on in my life. But I'm very excited. I think, like, look, I'm not trying to tempt fate or anything either way, right? But I want to get into the oh, that's so awkward. A crosslord is thrown 2, 3 of circles, making this extremely unlikely to come to pass, but that's okay. I very much so want to, ooh, new Dora, right lord with a potentially irresponsible con, a crosslord, immediately cutting the Dora, folks. It's spicy right now. Things are a little bit spicy. We would love it. We would love to see an Animal Crossing new Dora in our hand. Right lord's gonna pawn the red dragon. This is very, very dangerous. Oh, baby. Okay, people are opening up left and right. Oh, it's very spicy. Do I ever start folding? They discarded a 6. What does that 6 come from? Could come from a 5, 6, 6 shape. Oh, folks, come on. Okay, just dangerous tiles all the way down. I could have maybe discarded the 1 and have gone for all triplets, but like, you expect me to reject my humanity, abandon my humanity, and go for all triplets at a time like this when I already have red 5 and Dora? I suppose we could have kept the red 5, right? There's the 3 of circles, and we are in Tenpai, folks. You know what? I promise you this. This is my promise to you as an honest to goodness citizen, as an honest to goodness Mahjong player. If a white dragon comes out, I will press that con button. I will absolutely be slamming that like and subscribe button, because we're in Tenpai. It's a pretty nice Tenpai, and the chances that we get the they don't have a flush. What's with that 7 of characters discard? You don't have a flush? You don't have a flush, huh? You want to... All right, that hurts. That definitely hurts. Red dragon, but a lot of mini points is going to make it a 2,000 point hand. We lose our dealer seat. We didn't even get to call con. The point is, I would like to try seriously. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that in day-to-day Riichi Mahjong, in the quotidian, wait, why does that sound a little bad? In the quotidian, something about this is not feeling correct. But like, la vie quotidienne is like a life on the day-to-day basis in French, right? Le pain quotidien is a restaurant in the United States that has soups and sandwiches. Quotidien, I'm so scared right now because I don't know if I know how to pronounce this word as much as I think that I did know how to pronounce this word in English. I don't know, but it's like on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, it's not like I'm not trying in these games, right? I am very much so trying, but I'm also trying to make a very entertaining result. And something that I really like, I watched this Magic the Gathering content creator called Numont the Nummy. He does a lot of drafts on Magic the Gathering. Yeah, what? Oh, you're going to the club and ordering Bacardi, which is an alcohol, I think. I genuinely, I don't drink. Well, we could talk about that in a second, but I'm not drinking because of any moral high ground. Hang on. What is this? What is the meaning of this? This is not that good. I mean, if we draw a 7 of characters, suddenly it's amazing, right? Like a KT Tunsil song, suddenly I see. Like if we draw a 7 of characters, this hand is absolutely bonkers. However, if we don't, we are sitting in a world of pain. I don't know what this is right now. Can someone tell me what this is? I watched this content creator, Numont the Nummy. He does a lot of drafting in Magic the Gathering on the online platform. And sometimes there'll be like arena opens, which are a little bit more serious. There's some money on the line, like you could actually win some cash prizes and stuff. And it's really, really nice to see him play like more seriously, you know? Like, oh, like the commentary is a little, it's just like a different mood change. And I respect that so much. Or I very much enjoy that. A crossword calling the Riichi. Okay, probably we can't push for this hand, right? What do we have? We don't even have Pinfu or anything. Okay, he don't run out of the time rewind potion or nothing. I think what we should do here is absolutely fold. What we can do, even though it doesn't seem like we have a lot of safe tiles to throw, is we can throw this 9 of characters, right? We know that the 6 of characters is safe, and because of that, they can't be waiting with a 7-8 in their hand. Otherwise, we can all say this together too. They'd be in Zuzzy Furriton jail, okay? I have this. Okay, oh, I should tell you why I don't drink. So I've definitely mentioned it before on stream and on video. So apologies if I'm repeating myself too much right now. Right Lord as the dealer is gonna sumo with 2 Dora. Wow, it's kind of amazing that they managed to stay in Tenpai without dealing into anything bad. 6 of bamboo is not necessarily a safe tile either. Okay, fair enough. Right Lord's got the tile flow. We've been teased with a lot of Yakuhai in this game, but nothing doing beyond that. What I think I do here, this, you don't want to see the crossword pawn. That's definitely not what you want to see. I was gonna go for the half flush, but then drawing into this 4-6-8 shape is actually not that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe if we draw something around the 6 of circles, that can be another shape. Here's the thing. I don't wanna extend my neck too much, right? I don't wanna just like pawn and then be shields down and then someone else calls a Khan or a Riichi. This is a risky pawn. It is a risky pawn because 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't even have 5. Oh. Across Lord's Con has got it go. Very scary. At least the new Dora is not anything to be super scared about. What do we want to see right now? We want to see an east wind or a north wind right now. A crossword with an early con. They have their seat wind. Maybe they have some 3 of bamboos that they're just not showing us right now, and that's okay. That's definitely okay. Okay, let's keep this 9 of circles as a safe tile, right? The player that we need to be watching out for is 100% a crosslord. The reason I don't drink is not because I don't like to partay. Lame is why I'm laughing. Okay, they're sumoing a giant hand right now. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do except for watch. as our points slowly start to fade away. At least we're not sitting in the bozo chair, right? At least we're not sitting in the dealer seat. They're paying out 4,000. I'm paying out 2,000. It's an absolutely lovely time. By the way, there was one repeat counter, so there's an extra 300 points there, and so they paid, I think, 4,100. We paid 2,100. They paid 2,100. The reason that I'm calling attention to this is because I need to get better at scoring Riichi Mahjong hands so I can play IRL and seem cool. I'm referencing last video where I talked a lot about playing Riichi Mahjong IRL. The reason I don't drink is because when I drink, like if I have half a blue moon, my heart will start to go boom, 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 boom. Like my heart will start to pog off to the races and not in a good way. And I will get itchy everywhere. And I don't know about you, but itchy is not necessarily the kind of vibe that I want to give off at a party. You know what I mean? When I'm already a little bit socially anxious, the last thing I want to be doing is like, ugh. So I know there's like medicine that you can take to drink, but something about that seems very, very wrong to me, right? Hang on. I think what we actually do is throw away this 2-1. We're still 1 tile away from Tenpai. What would be awesome is if we can draw into like a 4 of bamboo or a 6 of circles, right? And then we have this vague opportunity to go for Pinfu. Right now, we can't go for Pinfu. If we draw into the 2 of bamboo or the 8 of circles, it's a Riichi only hand. The reason is because Pinfu needs to be like all sequences and you have to end on a double-sided weight. Unfortunately for us, we do not have that double-sided weight right now. Gonna get rid of the 6 of characters. I know it's like a good tile, but we have 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We wanna keep a safer tile for later in the game. Okay, now we have a chance at Pinfu, right? If we draw into a 2 of bamboo, and only the 2 of bamboo, we have Riichi, Pinfu, and that's pretty much it. No Sanshoku, but hey, it's not bad. I should also take note of the fact that the 4 of bamboo, which we definitely want to see. This hand just got amazing. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Tenhou. Oh my god. Tenhou being all simples. Folks, we are gaming right now. I don't know how to tell you this. We went from, if you're charting the percentage of gaming that has just occurred, this is the amount of gaming. It just shot up exponentially. We are gaming right now. We are Tenhou Dreamers. We can definitely win this hand. What's the more risky tile between the 1 of circles and the 1 of characters? I think they're both okay. 1 of characters, I think, is marginally safer because left lord and right lord can't win off of it. Zazie Furton jail. And a cross lord, it's a nice little Suji tile too. Okay, 9 of characters. Please, I really need to, or I really want to get into Tenpai. It's not a need per se. Risky, right? A crossword calls the Riichi. This is a dealer Riichi. They're discarding a 6 of circles. Maybe if we can get a 6 of circles. Here we go. We're in Tenpai. If someone discards another 6 or a 3 of circles, which they're likely to do, right? 6 of circles is explicitly safe for a crossword. 3 of circles is also implied safety. This is close to the door, but I'm gonna go for it. They can't have a 4-5. They could have a 1-2 in their hand, but it doesn't, I don't know. A 1-2 would be awful. This late into the game, that's the best Riichi hand that they could come up with. It doesn't seem likely. These gamers are good. They're gonna try to upgrade their hands into double-sided weights and such, etc. So I don't really drink, but it's not because of moral high ground, okay? It's not because of moral high ground. And I don't want to take medicine to drink. That's like I'm not really like a party animal. I don't know if you could tell that already. This is the most obvious fact I've ever stated out loud. I'm not really a party animal. You know what I mean? Like in college, when people were like, I'm gonna take a nap now so I could stay up later partying. I'm like, what is that? Like, that just seems like a bunch of wasted effort. Like, taking a nap is not easy. I have a hard time taking naps. I don't know if you also, if you have a hard time taking naps, you're legally required to leave a comment because I feel like we as a group suffer at the hands of society. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? People are always like, naps are so easy. Oh, I love taking naps. No. Like naps are so relaxing. Naps to me are not very relaxing. Hang on. We could still accept a 7 in here. This hand is a little bit awkward, right? We're not gonna get Pinfu because, you know, this either this or this is not gonna be a sequence. I mean, we could have kept the eight of bamboo, but I don't like keeping the 8 of bamboo. If we kept the 8 of bamboo, we could go 7, 8, 9 here, and then this could be our pair. So we could still go for pinfu. But the thing about that is, like, it cannibalizes our weights for the 5, 6 a little bit, right? Or vice versa. Like if we draw into the 7, we're gonna need to draw into another 7, and now we've reduced the chances that we draw into a 7 by having one in our hand already. It might not matter in the grand scheme of things, but I'm gonna play around it. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Pinfu? It could still happen. Oh my god, it's more likely than you think. Okay. 3 of bamboo is the absolute nut draw. 3 of bamboo is Riichi, pinfu, red 5, red 5. That'd be disgusting. That'd absolutely be disgusting. Left lord starting to discard some gas, right? 4 of circles. 4 of bamboo also looking pretty good from right lord. Yeah, I wasn't too much of a party animal. I was talking on stream about how, like, not to brag, but we got invited to a New Year's Eve party. And by we, I mean my significant other who has a social life. She got invited to a New Year's Eve party. And they were like, oh, you can bring you something if you want. You know what I mean? And, but you gotta keep him on a leash. No, I just made myself sound like a dog. And we were both talking about it, like, you know, neither of us are huge, like, whoa, keg stand time, hey-oh, you know? We're more like, oh, let's get into bed so we could get a good start for tomorrow's day or whatever. So, yeah, the New Year's Eve party, we'd have to stay up until midnight, which is a hard, it's a hard ask. All right, now I gotta say something cool because I've really made myself sound like a huge dweeb this video. All right, now I have to say something cool. Hey, if you're watching this and you're in school, don't do your homework tonight. Yeah, why? Because it's not important for your future. There we go. Whoa, didn't realize it was such a bad boy, huh? So, do I ever push for this? So, luckily, I was gonna say like 9 of bamboo. I know it's probably safe, but I don't really want to push for it. We should have gotten rid of the 3 of characters, right? The longer we hold on to it, I know it's safe for right lord, but the longer we hold on to it, the more chances that we give others to. Oh, okay. The more chance we give a cross lord and left lord a chance to wait on the Dora. Oh, 3, 3, 3. They don't have a 3-4 in their hand. That would be ridiculous if they had a 3-4 in their hand. Also, if they had a 2-2, if they had a 2-3-3 shape, why would they discard the 3? I would just keep the pair of that. So this is, oh! Okay, we're gaming. Oh my god, we're gaming. Sumo, 2 red 5. I forgot we had 2 red 5s. Oh my goodness. And we pick up their Riichi stick, and everyone else has to give an extra 100 points, totaling 300 because of that repeat counter. We're gaming. And now we are in, oh, this hand is really bad, but now we're in South 1. It's anyone's game right now. Sure, this is not a great position for us. Don't tell Ariana Grande. Switching up positions for you. You know what I do like, though? When I was in college, I liked DJing parties. And it's like, oh, you sound like such a party animal. What were you playing? Enya's greatest hits? No, okay? I was creating a lively environment. I was not just encouraging some introspection by playing Enya's Only Time. That's false. I don't know who told you that, but it's misinformation. I was playing cool songs with funky beats and stuff. I sound like such a dweeb. Okay, I gotta save this. I gotta save this somehow. If you're watching this and you need to do chores, tell your parents to frick off. No, wait. Don't tell your parents to frick off. I got a little too lost in the sauce there. You shouldn't tell your parents to frick off. I'm not saying that they're above criticism. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there's a way to, you know, maybe civilly have this type of discourse, you know? All right. Now, I mean, what do I think is the coolest thing that I do? I arguably, and I don't know if this is sad or not. No, this is not sad. Arguably, I think streaming is pretty cool. I think streaming's pretty cool because it's like, you got to put yourself out there at least a teeny weeny little bit to do something like that. I also occasionally, I mean, many people don't know this, but the reason that I had the reason that I was very, very lucky at the start of streaming on Twitch, and I'm very late to the game, right? I did not get in on Twitch on the ground floor or whatever. I'm a very, very late adopter in the grand scheme of things. Right, we're gonna call the Riichi. Great. We didn't want to necessarily like go super B's to the W's here and have no safe tiles to throw for later. It's a little risky right now because one of our honor tiles is their seat wind. Like the west wind is not necessarily something that I'm chomping at the bit to discard. We could deal into them and they could have a seat wind. I would like some more information, please. I would like some more information. I'm gonna need other people to make some risky discards such that I don't have to make as risky of a discard. Okay, that's lovely. 9 of bamboo, 2 of circles, and this is how it happens. I should have been paying a little bit of attention. 2 of circles is actually Suji to the 5 of circles. They've already discarded, so we know that they cannot be waiting with a 3-4 in their hand. They'd be in Zuzzy Ferritin jail. We can also probably discard the 7, right? They can't be waiting with a 5-6. Could they have an 8-9? Mayhaps, but 8-9 is not a great wait. And people would be less inclined to call Riichi if that was the case. So 9. Okay, this is great news. So another safe tile that we can throw is the 6 of characters. They can't be waiting with a 4-5. They can't be waiting with a 7-8. And because we have 3 of them, they can't be waiting on a pair. So all in all, the 6 of characters, a very, very safe tile to be throwing right now. Left Lord does not want to roll over and die. Left Lord actually wants to push this hand. Let's be a little bit careful here. I know we could probably just throw another 6 of characters, but they could be waiting on the 6. They could have a 4-5. Very unlikely, but still a minute possibility. So let's try not to deal into Left Lord and Right Lord at the same time if that's possible. The reason I was stuttering for a second is because when I was saying there were 3 of them, the 6 of characters, I wanted to reference the Social Network. I'm 6'2", I row crew, and there's 2 of me. That's my Social Network quoting. Okay, now we know that the Vivian Westwinds are absolutely safe. It is impossible for Left Lord. I mean, they could have 13 orphans or something. That's the only way that they could be win off of the Vivian Westwind. This is unfortunate, but at least we're not sitting in the bozo seat. And you know what? All things considered, like an NPR show, we're still in it. We're still in it. Give me something in the dealer seat, please. This is okay. 8 of circles, a little bit of a redundant tile. White dragon, not likely, right? White dragon, not likely because it's the Dora indicator. Interesting, right? Now, a good nut draw would be a 2 of characters or a 7 of... I don't like this. Or a 7 of bamboo, right? Turn one of these pairs into a triplet. That'd be kind of nice. Of course, we'd love to draw something around the 7 of characters or the 2 of bamboo as well. So Dora is going to be the green dragon. We don't really want to see the green dragon, I'm going to be honest with you. We would still love to see a east wind or a south wind right now. That would actually help out a lot, right? We could pawn either and then enter the all-you-can-pawn and Shi buffet. And hopefully stay as the dealer in South 2 right now. This is a great opportunity for us to amass a big advantage if we can. Unfortunately for us, across our Delta Southwind, and it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get a triplet of that. You never know. There's a 7-9. Oh, it's like fine. You know what I mean? It's like tough times make tough people. We're waiting with a 7-9, even though we'd much prefer a 6-7. That's absolutely okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. Let's keep the Eastwind as a safe tile for later. The Pinfu opportunity, the Pinfu-tunity with this hand, still very much alive. And folks, this is a risky gamble we're taking. We're going shields down right now because we're just trying to get wide tile acceptancy. Okay, this is a little bit weird. Maybe I should have thrown the 2 there so there's a chance for a Pinfu. I have to, right? I have to? We have to. Left Lord has a very difficult time folding right now, right? Left Lord has a very, very difficult time folding. Of course, they're probably very close to Tenpai. We could deal into them as well. But if we deal into them, oh, they could be waiting on the door, but it doesn't even matter. Riichi, Sumo, Ipatsu, Red 5. No Oradora. That's okay. So it was a risky... Oh, it tastes so good. Oh my god, it tastes so good. Holy moly. That is absolutely refreshing, like a Bacardi drink. Okay, sorry. That was phenomenal, folks. I don't have to tell you that was absolutely phenomenal, and we are one tile away from Tenpai already. 4, 5, 6 Sanchoke still a possibility as well. Are you seeing this right now? Are you seeing this right now? If we draw into a 5 of circles or a 7 of circles, which also is the Dora, by the way, we have a chance at Riichi, Pinfu, pure double sequence, Dora, perhaps? Let's throw this away. We don't necessarily want to draw into a triplet here. Like, I don't want to draw into a triplet because I like having Pinfu. I like having that Pinfu-tunity available and open to us. Okay, so we would have been in Tenpai had we kept the 4, 4, 6 shape. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. There's nothing we can do about that. That's unfortunate, but I think, like, keeping this is not that bad. We can accept 4 copies of the 5 of circles and 4 copies of the 7 of circles. The 7 of circles being the Dora as well. There's also an opportunity with this hand to just straight up not call Riichi, right? Like, this hand is arguably good enough without the Riichi. Pinfu, Dora, pure double sequence as the dealer, and we want people to play muy agresivo into our hand. Okay, 4 of 4 bamboo. Nothing we can really do about that right now. White dragon a little... it's not Zuzzy at all. Right Lord had already pawned the white dragon. So it doesn't seem like Right Lord's going for a flush. They just seem like they're going for any hand, any port in a storm right now. You have to be a little bit careful around the tiles close to the Dora later in the game. The 4 could have came from a 6-7. I'm not really sure. Okay, they're willing to discard the Dora. A Crosslord pawns the Dora. How interesting. This has now become a very spicy situation. So it's unlikely that Right Lord has a pair of the 6s, right? We see 2 of them right now. It's really unlikely. We can still do some Riichi Pinfu shenanigans. The likelihood that we get the Dora is very, very low. Hopefully this passes. Of course, no one can really have a... Or, excuse me, people could still have a 6-7 in their hand, but the chances seem pretty low. 3 of the 7s have already been pawned. A Crosslord is not going to just roll over and die. And folks, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I don't know if we can discard the Southwind. Southwind as prevalent wind right now is very scary. Like, what is a Crosslord doing if not for, I don't know. I'm doing a little folding right now. I'm probably going to fold with the one of bamboos as well. I don't think that we are at liberty to discard the Southwind right now. Oh, Yusong, what if you get into Tenpai? I'm telling you right now, getting into Tenpai straight up like a Paula Abdul song does not matter. I think what is most important to us is protecting our lead, and these other bozos can destroy each other in the marketplace of ideas all that they'd like. I'm just trying to protect my points. Why? Because we're ranking up, baby. Crossline with the close god. What? Okay. Super scary. Super scary right now. I mean, they don't have any of the new Dora, but like all triplets is a possibility. I think most importantly, we don't want to deal into a Crosslord right now. Southwind, I genuinely, you cannot pay me enough money to throw the Southwind. Yusong, you have 2 of them now. It's unlikely that someone has a pair. Nope. I think that because it is still a live tile right now, later in the game, we cannot deal with this. We cannot deal this tile. We cannot deal this out, is what I'm trying to say. 3 of characters is not a safe tile at all. Well, and it's close to the new Dora. Our Crosslord did a maybe irresponsible Akagi gave them another Dora and another chance at 2 Dora. Oh my goodness, we just witnessed a murder. It was Mrs. Potts in the library with the crowbar. I forgot all the characters in Clue. Mrs. Potts is a character from Beauty and the Beast. It was Lumiere in the garden while singing Be Our Guest. It was Belle in Beast's chambers with the spiky rose. All right, can I tell you something? This hand, I don't know if this hand ever wins. Like we could have this starting hand like a million times. I don't know if it ever wins. I think what I'm gonna do right now is balance my offense and defense. Like when a starting hand does not inspire joy, when literally the sight of this starting hand would make Marie Kondo vomit, we're not gonna push into this. It's way too risky for us. We don't have to. We can do a little bit of conservative gaming. I said gaming, okay? Gaming, not in terms of social policy. take a sip of the morning tea. It's so cold at this point. I did get a little carried away though. Like, I know you're saying, like, Yusong, stop being such a rock star. Sometimes my kids watch your videos and they might get influenced the wrong way. Yesterday, my 4-year-old told me to go frick off. Sorry about that. But I had to speak my truth. I can't believe that this hand, I cannot believe that this hand looks good now. You know what I mean? I think that the Riichi Mahjong gods did this just to spite me. Do I ever pawn this? I mean, I will say this, right? I will say this. Our hand still seems pretty safe in the long run. Okay, the door is the 5 of characters. I should have maybe been a little bit more cautious of that, like this. Okay, left lord with the young Riichi. So the reason that I was okay with this is because we still have a few honor tiles that we could throw away. 1 of characters still seems like a good safe tile. Okay, we could still get into Tenpai as well, right? We don't have a valid hand anymore. Left lord's gonna sumo. I am loving this right now, okay? Call me Ray Kroc the way I'm loving this right now. Riichi sumo 2-door. Okay, that's a little worrying. They could actually come at the king right now. They could seek to dethrone me here in South 4, but at least we weren't sitting in the bozo chair. At least when they sumo, we're not sitting in the bozo chair. So, what is this hand? This hand is struggling. Right lord opens their hand. Oh, buddy, what? So they must be going for. I'm calling it right now. I think they're going for a half flush in the bamboo suit. They have to be. They're sitting in last place. They're sitting in last place, and they need like a Mongon's worth at the least, to get out of 4th place. So it is my estimation that they're going for some kind of flush, and you know what? I'm gonna deal some risky tiles right now, or I'm gonna deal some tiles that they might want right now. I'd rather they just pawn these in the early game and not run off of this in the late game. This hand was moments ago a very bad hand, right? You've heard of bad grandpas, but bad hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could pawn this because we have seat win, right? We actually could win this hand and get out of this game scot-free in 1st place. It's interesting. Unfortunately, I think it was right not to pawn there. I think it was right not to get a little bit impatient and a little bit worried and start pawning and cheating, because look at the rest of our hand. I mean, before we drew this, right? We had a 1-3 shape, we had a 6-8 shape, and we have another 6-8 shape, and this shape too is a little bit awkward, right? So our hand is very the rest of our hand, if we pawn, right? If we pawn, the rest of our hand is not very good. A crosslord with the dealer Riichi. Okay, interesting. We have 3 safe tiles. So I think, like, in the grand scheme of things, we'll be able to play safely around this. I want to say that the Knight of Bamboo is safe, but you cannot. I'm not 100% sure. The reason that the reason that I had pegged Right Lord phrasing, the reason that I pegged Right Lord for the half flush in the bamboo suit is because if they're opening their hand and they're going for the half flush, they have to have value. They need a Mongon, and as a result, like, they need to use the Dora. It would not surprise me if they have 1 or 2 copies of the Dora in their hand. So a crosslord throwing the 5 of characters, giving us some more information. Of course, 8 of characters was safe before, but now we know. I wasn't paying attention. Is the long and short of that. Eastwind, I don't know if we can discard either. Vivian Westwind's gonna come out. Sure, I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to fold. So this is bad if a crosslord sumos a gigantic hand, right? This is really, really bad for us if a crosslord sumos a gigantic hand. If we get into exhaustive draw, that's okay. I'll happily sit with you and play another round of this. Another round in this game. Absolutely, I will. Oh my goodness. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. The One Piece. Unfortunately, I have the sinking suspicion that they're waiting for a 6-9 of bamboo. I have nothing that can prove this. But no 6s and 9s have been thrown up until this point. I want to stay in Tenpai. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely want to stay in Tenpai. But like the phrase said, sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. I feel like $1 million right now. I feel like $1 million. Stay in school. Stay in school and you might be able to one day win in Riichi Mahjong. Granted, we just got 2nd place, but Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do. I am so happy with myself for folding right now. I am so happy that I folded there. You have no idea. Also, I didn't show you this, but we just got plus 69. I wanted to show you that. Avoid dealing others in 8 games. Okay. Plus 69 is also very auspicious. And we're slowly climbing. We're slowly and steadily climbing right now. Let's take a look at the game. Do a little bit of judgment, Jason. See what other people are dealing. I mean, this is early in the game. Can't really blame him. Going for some kind of Riichi Pinfu shenanigans right now. Searching for a pair. Fine. I would have discarded the same thing. Fine. Three of bamboo you want to keep because it's closer to the door of that round. Fair enough. Okay, I dealt in this one. But my hand was awesome. My hand was awesome. Was it awesome? Green dragon, white dragon, Dora, red 5. This isn't even close to any Dora, but it's like spooky scary. I was like, they don't have a flush, did they? Did they? No, they didn't. Thank goodness. They just had a small hand. I don't know if this was right in retrospect, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 Han. As the dealer, I think it was right to push there. 4 Han as the dealer. I think this would have been enough mini points for a dealer Mahjong, which is 12,000 points, right? So that's really, really good for us. This was an incredibly spicy round. You called an irresponsible con, but oh my god, your hand was nuts. So you have all triplets, white dragon, red dragon, or you. The best case scenario for you is someone deals a south wind, which is sea wind, prevalent wind, all triplets, white dragon. And that's 5 Han. That's 5 Han. I love pushing for this. It's 5 Han, Goku-san is Gohan. Unfortunately, you had just called the Riichi closed weight. I love this. I love this. A little Suji trap has already been set for the 3 of characters, maybe unintentionally or whatever. Why did you call con here? Just because you didn't want to discard the 5? Nothing is safe right now. You just want another tile to... Honestly, could you have discarded the 5? I think you might have been able to discard the 5. Let me just see for a second. They can't have a 3-4. Could they have a 6-7? 6-6-6, 7-7-7. It's really unlikely that they have a 6-7. I think that you could have probably gotten away with this 5 of circles discard because of the information on the board right now. They could still have a 6-7, right? And it would be awesome for them because it's the Dora. But it's very unlikely. I don't know. I also can understand the con here. I don't know if what I'm saying is that correct. And now the 4 is looking pretty safe, I think. They probably don't have a 2-3, 3-3-3, 4. I mean, I don't know. You're playing a dangerous game here, but I respect it. I absolutely respect it. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I think I would have tried to make that 5 pass. And if we deal in, we deal in. Like, because I think I'm more scared of the unknown. I think I'm more scared about giving them the chance at 2 or a Dora. But hey, sometimes you can call a con, and then someone else can pay the iron price for it, right? What do you throw here? 9 of bamboo, and it gets you into trouble. Oh, Right Lord had called a Riichi already. Can you fold? You absolutely can. You absolutely can. I know it doesn't look amazing. I know it doesn't look amazing to you right now. But like, you have 2 safe tiles. You're in last place though. How are you gonna get out? Why did you open your hand? You're in last place. Sea wind, red 5, red. Oh, you should not have opened your hand. I know. It's like, oh, South 4 doesn't matter. I'm gonna get last anyways. But like, you should play to your outs. You know, at least call it Riichi. Maybe keep your hand close so you can call Riichi 3 or a Dora. Riichi, seat wind, red 5, red 5. Sumo Ipots? Like, there's a way out for you. There definitely is. Is it unlikely? Yes, but think about the YouTube thumbnail that you would get if you did, if it all came together. That's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the song or you enjoyed the genre, maybe leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos Monday through Friday. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel. I hope to see you there. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.